this video tutorial, we'll be taking a look at Surds, okay, and the basics, okay. So this is from the Maths Made Easy website, so mathsmadeeasy.co.uk, and it's a worksheet on Surds, and it's aimed at predominantly for the GCSE 9 to 1 maths for all the exam boards, and it's aimed at for the higher tier specifically, but the first set of questions will also be appropriate for the foundation tier as well, okay. So it is appropriate for foundation and for higher, okay, and it's also appropriate for anyone doing A-level maths and A-level further maths, okay. This is question number 1. It says simplify the following expressions. So 2 brackets root 5. Well, it's just written as 2 times root 5, which is equal to just 2 root 5. Okay, so this is written as 2 root 5. Okay, this is part B. Simplify root 7 times root 7. Well, that's going to be written under 1 square root, okay, so it's going to be root 7 times 7 in 1 square root, which is equal to root 49, which we should know is a square number, so the square root of 49 gives us 7. Okay, this is part C. Simplify root 11 all squared. Well, it's going to be root 11 times root 11. Okay, times root 11, which is root 121, which is equal to 11. Give us the answer of 11. Okay, this is part D. Simplify root 8 times root 2. Well, I can write it under 1 square root. So I'm going to have 8 times 2, which is equal to square root of 16. Okay, 8 times 2 is 16. The square root of 16 is equal to 4. Okay, this is part E. So the square root of 18 times the square root of 2. Well, I can write that under 1 square root. So 18 times 2 is 36. And that's going to give me the answer of 6. Okay, so the square root of 36 gives me just 6. Okay. Right, guys, this is question number 2. So write the following surds in the form a root b, where a and b are integers. So the square root of 20 can be simplified. What this means is I can write it as the product of 2 numbers, one of them being a square number. So root 20 is same as saying root 4 times root 5. Okay. So root 4 we should know is 2, so the square root of 4 is 2. So I'm going to have 2 times root 5, which I can just write as 2 root 5. This is part B. The square root of 45. is equal to the square root of 9 times the square root of 5. Times the square root of 5, which is equal to 3 root 5. Okay. Part C, the square root of 32 is equal to root 16 times root 2, which is equal to 4 root 2. Okay, square root of 16 is 4. Okay, so it's always writing it as the product of two numbers, one number being the largest square number factor that goes into it. So it's going to be 4 root 2. Okay, next one, square root of 24 is the square root of 4 times the square root of 6. Square root of 4 times the square root of 6. Which is equal to 2 root 6. Okay, for part E, so this one's slightly more trickier, but we will take our time. So square root of 112. So I'm not too sure what my factors are, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it into root 2 times root 56. And then I can simplify root 56 down further. Okay, times root 56. And I know that root 56 is root 4 times root 14. Okay, so root 56 is root 4 times root 14, which is equal to 2 root 14. Okay, so then I'm going to have 2 root 14 times root 2, which is going to be equal to 2 root 28, which again I can simplify that further. Okay, so it's equal to 2 root 28. Okay, 28 is root 4 times root 7, so it's 2 times root 4 times root 7. Okay, square root of 4 is 2, so it's 2 times 2 times root 7, which is equal to 4 root 7. Okay, so if we're a bit unsure here, the biggest square number would have been square root of 16 times square root of 7, which would have given us my answer. But you can decompose it into smaller surds and simplify the smaller surds first, doing one step at a time. Okay, this is question number 3. Simplify the following expressions. Give your answer in its simplest form. So 3 root 2 times 3 root 2. Well, 3 times 3 is 9, and root 2 times root 2 is the square root of 4, which is 2. Okay, so it becomes 9 times 2, which is just 18. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9, root 2 times root 2 is root 4, which is equal to 2. Okay, part B, root 50 over 5. Well, I can simplify the top into root 25 times root 2. Okay, all over 5. The square root of 25 is 5. So I'm going to have 5 lots of root 2 divided by 5, which just simplifies to just root 2. Okay, 5 divided by 5. Okay, end up cancelling, so the answer is just root 2. Okay, right guys, the next question, okay, so simplify this. Well, 2 times 3 is 6. Root 2 times root 2 is square root of 4, which is 2. So it's going to be 6 times 2 on the inside of my bracket. And then I'm going to double that answer, okay, because I've got a 2 here. So it's 2 lots of 12, which is equal to 24. Okay. Part D, simplify this. Well, 2 times 2 is 8. Root 2 times root 5 is root 10. Okay. Next one, 4 root 24 minus 5 root 6. Well, root 24 can be simplified, okay, as root 6 times root 4, okay, or root 4 times root 6. So root 4 times root 6. Square root of 4 is 2, so it's going to be 2 root 6. So 2 root 6. Okay, bringing that 4 there, it's just going to be 4 lots of 2 root 6, which is equal to 8 root 6. Okay, so it's going to be 8 root 6 subtract 5 root 6, which is equal to 3 root 6. Okay, so 4 times 2 is equal to 8. 8 root 6 subtract 5 root 6 is equal to 3 root 6. Okay. So I can only subtract, guys, in surds if I have a common surd, okay? So I can't do root 24 minus root 6 and then 4 take away 5. I can't do that yet in the surds, okay? Right guys, next question. Simplify root 48 minus root 12. Give your answer in the form m root 3 where m is an integer. Okay, so it's a 3-mark question. Okay, so it's simplifying both of these. Now, one thing you might recognise is that root 48 is root 4 times root 12. Okay, so we will write it in root 12 first and then we'll simplify further, okay, because root 12 can be simplified. So root 48 is root 4 times root 12, which is equal to 2 root 12. Okay, so 2 root 12. Okay, I've got 2 root 12 subtract root 12. Okay, so 2 root 12 subtract root 12 is going to give me 1 root 12, or just root 12, okay? And the square root of 12 can go further, okay, because I know that that can be written as a product of 2 numbers, one number being a square number, okay, and the other one being a surd. Root 12 is root 4 times root 3, okay, which is equal to 2 times root 3, which is equal to 2 root 3. Okay, so that would be my final answer. So the answer is just 2 root 3. Okay, so 2 lots of square root 3. Okay. This is question number 5. Expand and simplify the following expression. So it's expanding brackets with surds. So imagine it's like a double bracket. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times positive root 3 is plus 2 root 3. Minus root 3. Or 1 lot of root 3. So minus 1 lot of root 3, and then I've got minus root 3 times positive root 3, which is minus root 9, which ends up giving us minus 3. Okay, so collecting like terms now, 2 root 3 minus root 3 is just 1 root 3, or just root 3. 2 take away 3 is equal to negative 1. Okay, so it's expanding the bracket and collecting like terms. Okay, so 2 root 3 and root 3 are my like terms for the square roots, and then I've got 2 here, and then I've got this negative 3. Okay, so they are my like terms. Okay, next one. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times root 3 is root 3. Okay, 2 times negative root 5 is minus 2 root 5. And then negative root 5 times positive root 3 is negative root 15. Okay. And that can't go any further, so that can't actually be simplified because there are no like terms. Okay, I've got a number, a surd, another surd, and a different surd here actually, so I can't simplify my answer. So 2 plus root 3 minus 2 root 5 minus 15. Or minus root 15, guys. Okay, so it's expanding brackets with surds. Okay, so everything is being times by the corresponding terms in the other bracket. Okay, final question, guys, for today's video. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay. 2 times 5 root 3 is plus 10 root 3. Okay. Here I'm going to have 6 times 3 root 4. Well, root 4 is going to be 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 6 is going to be 36 there. Okay. And then I'm going to have 3 times root 4, which is going to be 6. 6 times this is going to be 30 root 3. Okay. Because the square root of 4 simplifies to just 2. So this is actually a single bracket when I look actually. So this can be written like this. Okay, root 4 is equal to 2. So I'm going to have 2 plus 3 lots of 2. Okay, and then it's being times by this big bracket here. 6 plus 5 root 3. Okay. So it becomes a single bracket because I have 2 plus 6, which is 8. So I have 8 lots of all this. So it should be 48 plus 40 root 3, which gives us the same answer as this here. 12 plus 36 is 48. And then I've got 10 root 3 plus root 3, which is equal to 40 root 3. Okay, so I hope that actually makes sense, guys. Sorry if it was a bit confusing on certain parts. Okay, and I hope you were able to read my writing. Sorry if it wasn't very clear. But what I was trying to say was the square root of 4 gives us a whole number. So this is actually 2 plus... So this is actually the same as expanding 8 lots of 6 plus 5 root 3. Okay, because root 4 is not actually a surd, so it gives us a whole number answer. So that the bracket there is the same as just expanding this bracket here. Okay, the 8 has come from 2 plus 3 times 2. Well, 3 times 2 is 6, so that's going to give us 6 there. And then 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. Okay, it should be a 2 there, not a 1. Okay. Looks like a 1 again. Okay. There we go. Okay. And that is the end of this video tutorial. So I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please press like. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Okay, and also turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on further videos and further uploads. Okay, but that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, take care, stay safe, enjoy your Christmas holidays, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye for now.